The Boston Celtics, undoubtedly the most storied franchise in the history of professional basketball. 16 NBA championships, 24 Hall of Fame players. They were teams built on respect, trust, and sacrifice. They were teams built on winning.
Greer's putting the ball on a play. He gets it out deep, and Havlicek steals it over the stand goal. Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over. It's all over.
Now, a new generation of Celtics has emerged. Players with all the potential, but none of the championship glory. The question now stands, can this team, the 2008 Boston Celtics, reach the lofty heights of their predecessors? Or will their dreams ultimately go unfulfilled? Living up to one's past is not so easy to do.
North Station, next stop, North Station.
Oftentimes when a new team would come in, one of the first things they did was look up at the rafters, and you could see them experiencing something that they hadn't experienced in any other arena, because it's quite an awesome thing to look at all the banners and realize that this is where great basketball was played and a lot of historic things happened here. My name is John Havlicek, and I am a Celtic.
1957, and the first person introduced was a rookie by the name of Sam Jones, but they said, with the world champion Boston Celtics. And I come running out on that court, man, I felt like I was in heaven. And when they turned on the lights, I almost wetted my pants. I had never seen so many people in my life. So in Boston, those championships, we felt we had an advantage on everyone that we played. My name is Sam Jones, and I am a Celtic.
We'd go out on the floor and warm up, and I'd go through the drills, and I'd look down the other end. The other team would be warming up, and invariably there was 2 or 3 guys that instead of shooting would be down looking at us warming up at the other. We knew psychologically we had them. My name is Bob Cousy, and I'm a Celtic. The reputation had grown to the point we were the fastest gun in the West, man. We walked in that bar and, you know, everyone would whisper and say, God, that's the Celtics, that's the Celtics.
Auerbach is lighting up the cigar, and the buzzer goes off, it's all over. The Boston Celtics are once again the world champions.
Even after we started winning championships, you know, we'd win, and we'd come back 8 months later or 6 months later and say, all right, kill, win again, win again.
Cousy's got the ball. He throws it straight up in the air. It's all over. They have won it again.
None of us boasted about it, but we knew how good we were, and we were at the top of the heap, and God, that's the best, most satisfying feeling in sports, and that's what the Celtics are going through this season.
Again, last night, you know, after watching the film, the defensive effort was phenomenal. It really was. You had a team that is a great offensive team, the best offensive team in our league, really. They struggle scoring, and then we return the favor. Other than that, just keep it going. All right, got to keep it going.
With the Celtics' unmatched success this season, it's become easy to forget that it's been 22 years since Boston fans last saw a champion. For just days after winning it all in 1986, the franchise's good fortunes would undergo a dramatic reversal.
The Boston Celtics select Len Bias of the University of Maryland. There he is, Len Bias.
Before he got a chance to put on a Celtics uniform, number 2 pick Len Bias passed away.
There was just an unrelenting string of bad luck that began with Len Bias. But starting with that, it seemed as if nothing went their way.
Age would eventually catch up with the champions of the 80s. and they'd never again recapture their magic. Another star would rise in Boston, only to see his life and career tragically cut short. Celtic pride was tough to come by in the 90s. Things did not get any better when a cherished lottery prize and hope for a brighter future sadly slipped away.
The fans have been sitting on their hands for 22 years without anything to cheer about. Just mediocrity. Even in Boston, nobody really cared that much.
And last year, the situation hit rock bottom. Crushed by a franchise record 18-game losing streak, the team endured the second worst season in its history. Soon, all eyes were on general manager Danny Ainge and head coach Doc Rivers, who seemed to have run out of answers.
It's tough to be in a position where you're in the middle of the pack all the time, and things could get better in 4 or 5 years, but people want results now.
I was hurt for many, many years, but they were still my team. And I got a lot of people talking about us. It didn't make any difference. One day, we're gonna come back.
Last season, the Boston Celtics hit one of the lowest points in team history. All-star Paul Pierce did his best to stop the slide, but the losses continued, and so did the pressure.
Doc Rivers and Danny Ainge took a lot of heat. The fans were just sitting there waiting for something to get them excited about. What you've got to do is provide them a reason, to get excited. They're just waiting for the opportunity.
The opportunity finally came last summer when general manager Danny Ainge orchestrated 2 bold trades that brought perennial all-stars Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to the Celtics. Suddenly, dreams of a title were alive again.
On this trade, I love it. I just think it gives us a chance. It gives us hope. That's what we want. From low expectations to high expectations, that's what we want. That's exactly what we want.
Once they got Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, I just knew that the opportunity was there for this team to be great.
Hey, this beat started something real special, y'all. Look, we stay together. Only people who can beat us is ourselves, right here. No matter what we go through throughout the game, we stay together, all right?
We're all brothers, fellas. Everybody together.
It's a journey right
here. No matter what.
But let's get it done today, fella. Let's get it done.
We know how we do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, then.
Celtic! Hoorah! Celtic! Hoorah! Celtic! Hoorah! 1, 2, 3, and voodoo!
Finally, every game is SRO. Celtic ticket is the hottest ticket this winter in town.
It's like a new prep.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Why?
Why?
They're awesome.
KG,
Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, that's all you need.
I mean, this has got to be so meaningful for the players as well to have this kind of enthusiastic, hysterical support.
Raise the roof. That's what we're doing. We got more banners. We got banners 17, 18, and 19, maybe 20. I don't know what I'm going to be doing that year, but I think we're going to be doing championship. Oh, dang.
Pierce for 3. Yes!
I was surprised, I'll tell you. I had visions of an early disaster. None of that happened. From the minute they started to play, they excelled.
Drives down at the block.
I knew they'd have a much better team. I didn't know they would be as good as they are.
Slow down on your pick and roll. They don't want to play no pick and roll game. Be aggressive.
Pass deflected by Eddie House, kicked off by Pierce. Ray Allen for the game. Got it at the buzzer.
Oh, boy.